We're about 40 miles away from the house, and we've hit our first piece of, I guess you'd call it, what is that called? California culture, right? The old traffic jam. Okay, we're coming up to it. Yeah, not bad, huh? Not bad. Off to the races. Go around it. I hope you can hear me. I want to show you something. When you're climbing hills in an old car, your temperature will go up. But that's normal. Modern cars, they don't show you this because it'll freak you out because you don't know. But when you go up and down hills, your thermostat moves a lot. Your thermostats, depends on the car, but that's only like a 60-degree window, And so your car is meant to stay in this real perfect little zone. But if it's in between those two lines, in two colors, it's still normal. It's still fine. Climbing a hill, it should get like that. And if you're climbing a big hill, going fast or whatever, it may get to the red a little bit. That's fine too. You can't stay there for too long, but You'll be all right. Don't worry so much. See, now that we're going downhill again, back to normal. You don't have, everything will be okay.
Boy, does Los Baños blow. Morning, everyone. I'm gonna try to do some talking today. First, we gotta get this thing warmed up and then go get some gas. I think I need to adjust the choke a little bit. Well, I hope you can hear me. I got this thing. See if this helps out a bit. But I wanted to talk about just what it means to travel in an old car. And I say old car as in, high mileage as well. Any sort of car that isn't, rental car, something you do have to worry about. The biggest fear, right? Breaking down, oh my God, I'm trapped. What do I do? It's this thing, right? Okay, well, My escape plan, I have a escape plan and it works every time, is if there's something I can't fix on the side of the road, I call AAA and have it towed to a decent hotel in a place where I know I can get a U-Haul. Cool. Take it to the hotel, park it there, go into the room, order some food, get yourself a U-Haul rental with a car hauler, and there you go. And now, you proceed on the way back, and that's if you're traveling in something like this, where I can't get parts on, in small town America for this. Not all of them anyway. I can get spark plugs and things like that, but if I blow a head gasket, well, we're towing it, right? And then all the hard parts are done. So now, yeah, U-Haul sucks, but U-Haul has air conditioning, it has heat. Okay, it gets worse fuel mileage, but the rentals are usually fairly cheap, and it's really not that big of a deal. And there you've got your rental car. You push this thing in the back, you can get on the trailer, strap it down. Don't worry about it, right? So if that sounds daunting to you, just try it once. Go get a U-Haul and load it. Just practice driving it around and stuff. Because again, I not only do I like the road trip, but I like this car. I like driving this car. I don't want to drive another car. I don't want to drive a rental car. It sanitizes the trip for me. And even in other countries, other places, I don't know. I'd rather have a little bit of danger. It's why we ride roller coasters. We ride roller coasters because it's simulated danger. You know what I mean? It feels dangerous. It gets our heart pumping like it's dangerous. But at the end of the day, we're trusting that Disney knows what they're doing, and that you'll be able to walk off this thing with a picture, right? But what I'm saying is, don't be afraid of the old car trip. I already own this car, so it's kind of funny. When you hit Sacramento, it's like that's when trees happen. And you go from Southern California, which is like a desert, You go through LA, which is awful. And then you're in like some farmland prairie shit until you get to about Santa Monica. No, Sacramento. And then it's like a mixture of farmland and trees, and I don't know. So far I like it. You got the olive trees. Yeah. I'll get back to you in a minute. I've got an ask of everyone in the comments section. I see the signs all the time. They're by my house. They're all along this trip where it'll say speed monitored by aircraft, right? And I want to know if you know anybody that has ever gotten pulled over by a helicopter or airplane. I see these signs all the time, and I'm starting to think that they're just there to scare you. Like, Do they have some like a helicopter being able to scan from, a long distance, or do they fly a plane over and kind of get everybody, and then at the end there's a cop and they go, hey, there's this guy and this guy and this guy, get him? Or does a helicopter just pull you over? That's what I want to know. Does it come in front of you and it's like, pull over? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know, because I don't know anybody that's ever been pulled over by aircraft. I don't know anybody that's been like, I got this fucking ticket from an airplane. The cop said the airplane. I don't know. Just let me know. No idea. There's something about driving an old BMW too. It's different. It's hard to explain, because it's a weird mix of feeling like a modern car almost. Because you have the horsepower, you have, it doesn't, you're not slow. And so you kind of you get this, it's a good mix. You get to have all the old car fun with it being noisy and rolling down the windows and fabricating your own heater and that kind of thing, and watching the temp gauge and all that stuff, but without being like, I'm out here competing with traffic. There's no, I don't have any worries about me not being able to make it up this pass, or things like that. And that's all fine and dandy, and there's a time and a place for that. There's nothing quite like driving across country in a 30s and 40s car for a completely different reason. I guess what I want to try to say is, don't be afraid of old BMWs. Learn a little bit, do your research, do your work up front. It's not as bad as the memes say they are. And now that everything is getting older, especially from the 70s, 70s Japanese cars, German cars, they all about have the same, modern feel, reliability at this point, you know what I mean? Just a lot of great cars out there that are kind of unpopular or not real praised for this reason or another. Ooh, here we go. Here's a lake. Lake. What I'm saying is, cheer up, bitch. Have an adventure. Don't be afraid of an adventure. I bet you this corner is fun in the snow. You got this big long bridge that freezes over. You got bumpers on each side. This guy's over here mixing in the turntables. I don't know. Stone Turnpike. This is where the turnpike turns to stone. Yep, here it is. Cobblestone Freeway. I'm just joking. It's really pretty good. Oh, that's a cool bridge. Oh, we got some train bridges over here. Damn. I was thinking too, the 2002 in particular, I've owned this car a long time. And the more you drive it, the more I do things like this, the more you kind of understand how unique this car was, kind of. You know, there was a lot of little tiny European sports cars in the 70s, right? Over here, you had MG coming over here, you had Triumph, you had even Sunbeam a little bit, right? But they all kind of had that sport car shape, you know, that little tiny car shape, and the 2002 kind of stood out as their competitor as a, you know, almost regular car. You know, it looked sporty, but it looked, I don't know, it just looked a little different. It looked, you know, you have this big fishbowl where you get to see everything around you. You've got, you know, a back seat, you know, and when you're out on the road in a classic car, you tend to see all the other people out here joining you in the adventure. You know, old Beetles, there goes the West Fila, right? So, and even amongst the classic car world, the 2002 still stands out. It's still, you know, with the round headlights, that front end, still kind of like unmistakably a BMW. The kidney grills and everything. No other car I'd rather travel in. Coming up on this little town called Ashland. And we'll see what it's all about. Gotta get some gas, gotta take a piss. Gonna need some snacks, maybe some food. Fucking A, do. Oh, Ashland looks cute. Got Mistletoe Road. Mistletoe. That's no match for my tow missile. Hola, Ashland. Let's see. Show me your gas hole. McClure's Foreign Auto Repair. Gotta be getting there somewhere. Yeah, it was a good ride. Me and baby don't get to do mountains very often all the time, so yeah, that's fun. Oh shit, there's a Dutch Brothers grocery outlet. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh look, regular gas pumps. I don't have to use my tool. Look at that. A little bit cheaper on fuel, but not a lot.